And that's all she wrote from the Sony PlayStation press conference. And there are some high highs, there's some low lows. There's some exciting things coming from PlayStation, new Uncharted, Miyazaki's back in business. We got to see the debut of Dead Island 2 that's being developed not by Techland, but by Jaeger, the people that developed Spec Ops The Line, which is one of my favorite games.
Good.
So there's a lot of things that Sony did right here, and they kind of reached a crescendo, and then they decided to talk about TV.
Yeah, that kind of brought things to a screeching halt, didn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, as a wrestling fan, I get used to, you have the big crazy match.
Yeah.
Where, it's like Hulk Hogan against The Rock. And then right after that, you put in a crappy filler match where it's like a gimmick battle royal or a divas match to bring the crowd down.
That was filler.
I didn't think that their crescendo at the end of it with Uncharted 4 and things along those lines was worth especially the amount of time that they spent.
Yeah, and you know what? As someone pointed out that even after the whole Brian Michael Bendis thing, that Powers TV show could be really good, but we have no idea. We don't even know if it's live action or not. Like, I don't know anything about it. As much as they talked about it, I have no idea.
And not only that, being in attendance, one of the things that we actually noticed was during the Powers preview, one of the things that actually made it longer was teleprompter busted.
Oh yeah, Brian Michael Bendis was totally just going off the cuff.
Yeah, and by the time he reeled it back in, it was a little bit too long. So we'll give them a little, don't do that ever again kind of thing. But games.
Batman looked incredible. I wasn't totally into like the tank warfare bits, but other than that, the game looks fantastic. It looks like more awesome Arkham.
Yeah,
totally into it.
Absolutely, and then Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain.
Oh, goes without saying.
And now here's the thing that I'm going to harp on a little bit. Last year at E3, we got a stirring trailer for Metal Gear, the Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
The song still rings in my head because it was blasting on the E3 show floor. Yeah. And this year we had a stirring trailer for Metal Gear, the Phantom Pain.
Yeah.
When are we going to see something more of substance from this?
Substance. That's a Metal Gear joke. I like that.
That's right. You're right there on it. Now, I can let that slide. Mm-hmm. There was some great stuff. The indies are really, really big, not only for Sony, but also for Microsoft. We saw the idea at Xbox. But Sony, again, came hard, brought a lot of stuff from Devolver Digital, Broforce, Hotline Miami 2, a lot of things along those lines that's really, really exciting.
No Man's Sky, it looks like they have a lot of money behind that, even though it's just a small studio making an awesome, crazy space game. It looks awesome. It looks incredible.
Absolutely. And, I mean, they didn't let up, and they kind of kept putting their foot on the throat of Microsoft as much as they could, getting little jabs in here. One of the big things that had a lot of people going was the announcement that Grand Theft Auto 5 is now coming to the new generation of consoles. It made it seem like it was coming just to PlayStation 4. It's also coming to Xbox One. It's also coming to PC. But one of the interesting things with that is that your save games from GTA Online will transfer from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4, but not only from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4, but the Xbox 360 to the PlayStation 4.
Oh, wow.
So all of your save, all of your progress, Sony basically says, well, good thing, you got it on the Xbox 360. Buy a PlayStation, you can still keep that. You're not going to lose it.
That's a clutch move.
So, yeah, it was. They pulled out some big moves there. They pulled out a lot of stuff. And I think that Sony has this air about them right now. They're the cool guys in the room.
Yeah.
They're the guys that they have come out on stage and talk about games, whether it's Attaboys, whether it's Shu. They come out and people just, they're down with them. It's like they're really cool.
Something about most of them, they just find the right talent. These guys, people like them. It's just...
Yeah, and it brought the crowd up a lot the entire night. And I think having those guys there really kind of magnified everything. But on the flip side of it, I don't know if they had as many cool exclusives coming or anything like that. There's Infamous DLC, but I don't think that they had as many cool things coming as Xbox put out this morning.
I'd say, yeah, definitely.
They did do the same thing that Xbox did this morning where they said, surprise, this game's available right now. But it wasn't, I can't even put my finger on what the game was. Was it Entwined?
No, not Entwined.
There was another game.
Something, yeah.
There was, the fact that I can't even remember what it was kind of says something. Where
it's not that big
this
of a
morning
deal.
It was the super crazy Capcom, horrendous crazy
Mega
fuck-shaped crazy
yeah.
edition, which is just the best, one of the coolest
That
reveals that we've seen so far.
It got an actual chuckle out of me.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if Sony has taken the lead here. For E3 2014, they obviously have a lead overall. So when it comes down to it, I have to. It's grading time. Check marks. I gave Microsoft an A minus. I will give Sony a B. I think that the TV stuff really dragged them down.
Yeah,
I really don't think that they needed to go as deep into it as they did.
Yeah.
Project Morpheus, okay. It's going to be on the show floor. Cool.
Surprised how much they didn't talk
PlayStation
about.
TV sounds like a really cool thing where it's it's like remote play, which is really helpful for people that might have a console downstairs, but they want to save space on their shelves upstairs, but they can still game there. That's pretty cool. That's my personal situation.
It's pretty tight.
I think that they get a solid B. B for Bros. The dudes that were on stage, cool guys, seem really cool. B for Bloodborne. So
yeah,
I think that they came to play. I don't think that they had as much of the focus on games as Microsoft did.
Yeah, which is weird.
And I think that Microsoft won the day. They're in the lead for E3. But as always, we will see how things pan out as the days go by. What would you say is Sony's grade mark? You're Cameron Diaz, bad teacher right now.
I thought that was a good movie. I'll agree with you. I'll give them like a solid B because I really enjoyed it. They had some surprises. They had some things that were worthy of cheering for. I thought it dragged down a little bit because I'll knock them points just because some of the games that they showed off are for other consoles and platforms. So, that's a little lame. But other than that, I had fun and they had a lot of cool stuff to show. So, solid B. Solid B.
Well, I'm right there with you.
They lost everybody with the TV thing. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, that did not help them at all. And another thing that, the crowd started ranting and raving, screaming and hooting and happy that they were bringing YouTube to the console.
Hey.
Little message. Calm down. YouTube's like every fucking console. Chill.
Hey, I'm happy because
it's great. It's great to be able to share stuff easily, but when you have people in the crowd acting like this is a new exclusive feature from PlayStation.
No.
Chill out, folks.
Yeah, we've been doing it for years.
Chill out, folks.
Yeah.
Sony gets a B. B from
B.
both of us. B from both bros to the bros on stage giving Bloodborne to the bros in
ABB. Always be
always be broing.
Always be broing.
Always be broing. E3 2014, Los Angeles. Subscribe, Project 510. Subscribe because video games. Follow Jake Baldino. Follow Project 510. Follow me.
Follow Dan.
Follow me. Follow me to the dark side of the forest.
And definitely come back because we have a lot of developer interviews and impressions and all kinds of stuff. There's going to be content everywhere, so be ready.
This is just the beginning. Show floor opens tomorrow. It's on, bitches. E3 2014. This video brought to you by Gunner Optics. Avoid the strain, avoid the pain. Be a boss-ass gamer. Gunners.com.